Alright, I'm Dan with the Den of Nerds, and I'm here with Justin, and we're talking about mobile games today. Namely, Nintendo is going crazy with mobile games, it seems. How many are they coming out with?
Nintendo actually just released a statement today. They had an investors meeting, and one of the things that Tatsumiki Mishima said was that Nintendo planned to release between 2 to 3 mobile games a year from now on.
2 to 3 mobile games. Okay, that's pretty awesome. I'm kind of like a casual game fan, I'll admit at this point. I play some PC games, as well as I can, but I'm a pretty casual game fan. Who was that gentleman you mentioned from Nintendo? What does he do for them?
He's the president.
He's the president of Nintendo. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know his name off the top of my head. So the president of Nintendo saying this. 2 to 3 games. Do you think that's gonna water down their pool of games, like just on the mobile platform alone?
Just on the mobile platform alone, I think it all depends on what kind of mobile game fan ends up gravitating towards each game, because I like to split mobile games in like 2 different chunks. You got like your casual mobile games, and then you got some people that go really, really hardcore into mobile games. Like, I'm a big player of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and I go hard into that meta. I try and figure out which characters I need best to beat all of the events and all that stuff. So I think it really depends on the type of game. As far as what Nintendo has on offer right now, Super Mario Run is definitely more casual, so I don't see any big change in revenue with that. We're probably going to see what we generally see from casual mobile games, like people just playing it off and on, not really any sort of dedicated following. As far as Fire Emblem Heroes goes, I can definitely see that morphing into a more hardcore mobile game, as it were, if you are okay with me using that statement for mobile games. I never thought I would ever use that.
No, I think that's totally reasonable. I mean, more people play mobile games than play, a lot of consoles. It's kind of the way gaming is going. We saw it with bigger games moving to mobile, like Minecraft. Never known as the most hardcore game, but I mean, undoubtedly a huge financial success, a huge success in the gaming world. Now thriving on the mobile platform. We've got big names like Nintendo dropping mobile games left and right. Has Blizzard done any mobile game work? I would be surprised if they didn't soon, if they don't already.
As far as right now, absolutely not. The only real things we've gotten from Blizzard as far as mobile mobile anything, actually, we got like the Battle.net Authenticator app, and then we got a WoW app you can use to control your current base, like they're doing in Legion. So you can like manage your base from that when you're not playing the game. But as far as mobile games, we haven't gotten anything from Blizzard at all.
That'd be interesting to see. I think there's some potential there that's untapped. But with Nintendo getting into it, I wouldn't be surprised if that other companies follow suit.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think their mobile games will continue to do fairly well. I see a lot of potential in Fire Emblem Heroes' future, and I'm not sure if a lot of people know this offhand, but there is an Animal Crossing mobile game that was supposed to come out that got pushed back to next fiscal year. So, I mean, Animal Crossing has seen some crazy success
Every
lately.
time you mentioned the Animal Crossing mobile game, my brain immediately kind of panics because I'm imagining Animal Crossing with 4 cash microtransactions, and it's like, what? That's dangerous. The old Animal Crossing in the past was such a time vampire. Like, you would spend hours and hours to get the right, furniture, piece of fruit, whatever it was that you're hunting for. Now when it's like, do I spend 8 hours getting this chair, like waiting for this to refresh, or do I throw out 99 cents for this chair? I mean, a lot of people are going to say 99 cents. So that's...
Dude, I might throw $10 at Nintendo to just pay off my debt to Tom Nook.
Yeah, like, are you gonna owe him an actual sum of money that you could just, like, pay? I don't understand. Maybe it will be, like, an insane amount of debt. That's, probably not. That's not very responsible. But, that'll be really interesting to see. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Nintendo's mobile games have been doing very, very well for themselves.
Oh, yeah, not to cut you off, I'll just throw out some of these numbers. Speaking of doing well, we've got, these are first day downloads, I think. We got 6 million for Mario Run, Pokemon Go, which is a Niantic game licensed through Nintendo, but that has 4.2 downloads. Fire Emblem Heroes had 2 million downloads. And then to give you kind of like a reference point, Clash Royale, the Clash of Clans download game, has 2 million day one downloads. So, I mean, Mario Run triple the number of downloads of Clash Royale, still way over Pokemon Go, which was far more hyped. Like, I honestly didn't know about Mario Run until like 2 days ago. I saw something while I was scrolling on Twitter, I think, and I was like, oh, what? That's kind of neat. And yeah, so didn't hear anything about it. Same with Pokemon Duel. I think that like kind of skimmed under the radar, right? Like, did you hear any hype for that?
I actually didn't hear any hype for Pokemon Duel, and more than anything, I didn't hear anything about Pokemon Duel until you just told me about it, and I went and took a peek in the App Store, and I'm like, what? There's another Pokemon mobile game? When did this happen? It's amazing that Nintendo's able to achieve these kind of numbers with little to no advertising at all.
Yeah, I mean, the kids definitely know about it, so I feel like they may have done some ad work. I don't have that in front of me. But it's been popping up in my Pokemon League. People are enjoying it. It has... what kind of currency does Fire Emblem Heroes use? Does that use gems or...
Orbs.
Orbs, okay.
It's gems, orbs, stones.
It's all the same, but it's not actually the same. Wouldn't it be interesting if we saw that that other new gaming concept of cross-games currency applied to these little mobile games, these microtransaction games?
Oh, what Blizzard's going to be doing with WoW tokens and all that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
So like in maybe that's only because WoW has a an economy to it, but
yeah, that might be it. I do know that if you log into your My Nintendo, you can get points for doing stuff, and you can spend those points to get things in the game. Like, you got 10 free orbs for downloading Fire Emblem Heroes, and they have rewards for both Fire Emblem Heroes and Super Mario Run just by completing missions in those games. And you can complete missions in Super Mario Run and use the Nintendo points you get to buy stuff in Fire Emblem Heroes. So we've got like a little bit of that, but you can't actually spend money in one game for something to buy in the other game. That's not something we get right now.
Yeah, but they might not do that if you can already do. But more cross-app quests would be cool and would encourage continued play of multiple titles from the same company. That'd be pretty interesting to see.
Oh, absolutely. If I could beat levels in Fire Emblem Heroes and get clothing for my Animal Crossing character, I'd totally be all about that.
Definitely.
I think that's it as far as this current topic goes. I would stay on the watch for Nintendo's mobile gaming market. Actually, wait, Dan, what do you think they might release as a future mobile game? We're getting 2 to 3 a year. Nintendo's only got a couple of like really super duper well-known properties. What would you like to see from a upcoming Nintendo mobile game? We already got Mario, we already got Fire Emblem, Pokemon Duels. What do we got?
It depends. I don't know if they're gonna keep riding just like the big titles coming out. They have Breath of the Wild coming out on Switch, so I don't know if they're gonna do Zelda right off the bat in mobile. I don't see that happening, at least not immediately. One title I do see coming up might be Pit. I think
Kid Icarus?
Yeah, I think there might be a Kid Icarus mobile game. The last DS Kid Icarus game felt like it wanted to be a mobile game, to be honest. So
oh, really?
I could see them doing it again, yeah, in that style.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see Nintendo maybe coming out with, to hit a more niche market, a Xenoblade mobile game. Because we got a new Xenoblade coming out on the Switch. And Xenoblade X did fairly well for being the kind of niche game it is, barring any sort of like people having a really hard time finding copies and stuff like that. I can still find it nowadays that they address the issue in Target and Walmart. So with major retail selling Xenoblade, I feel like it's hit that spotlight, and I think it's reasonable to see a mobile game coming from it.
It also sounds really cool, Xenoblade. I feel like people would be into that if they just saw a commercial for it and didn't really know anything about the video game franchise. They'd be like, oh man, that's some cool Japanese-esque warriors. I'd be down to play that.
Oh yeah, I'd throw money at it if they included giant fighting robots like in X. Like, I'd collect all the giant fighting robots. It'd be the best thing ever.
And we're talking mobile games here, so we could even do popular, less intense, stuff that we don't really talk about, like Nintendogs or Nintendo Pets. would be an amazingly successful mobile game. You know, how many kids would buy treats to buy cats and dogs that are like accessories for their cat or dog in
Oh, I never thought
Nintendo
of that.
Pets Mobile? Stuff like that would be huge. And you know, they're doing Mario Kart on Switch. I think they'll probably do a new Mario Kart on Switch, but a Mario Kart or a racing game would be interesting on mobile. I could see them doing that as well.
Oh yeah, I could see you maybe if they do like a racing game algorithm, like a couple of Xbox racing games did, where they analyze like how you drive, and then they implement that online. You could do some like racing against computer opponents who drive like real people opponents. I think that could be really, really successful and really, really cool. Hey, I'm Justin. I've been talking with Dan. We're both from the Den of Nerds. You can check out Dan on his own YouTube channel, AnimeDan, as well, if you like the stuff that he's been saying from his mouth hole. And you can check out any other awesome news and content from us on the social medias.